Hey everyone, thank you so much for attending this Airbnb collection feature release plan meeting. And I really appreciate your time, and I think everyone in this meeting is very important for us. And now you can see the stakeholder list, which are the attendees who are invited to the meeting today. So first of all, let's welcome the CEO of Airbnb, who is Brian Chesky. And then I will introduce you to several chief officer of Airbnb, including Era, who is our chief technology officer, and then Alex Chileffer, who is our chief design officer, and then Belinda Johnson, who is our chief operating officer, and Jennifer Staley, who is our chief marketing officer. And then I will introduce you several leaders, product team leaders, who playing a big role in the new collection features. So first of all, Frank Lang, who is our product head, and then Johnson Vincent, who is our design lead, and then Robert DeBoard, who is our engineer lead. Then we also invited several core users to our meeting. So Amanda Wilson, Richard Monson, and Carmela Richamacher, and Long Cook, and Eric Garvel. And just give you a little bit background information about this release plan. So currently Airbnb decided to start developing collection features which let customers select the type of trip and get a qualitative and stylish trip fitting in the selected trip type. And now it is a time to make the release plan of the collection features. And today I invited you guys to this meeting because all of you are very important to the success of the Airbnb. So I really want the feedbacks from you guys about if the release plan I presented today makes sense. And the release plan will cover the following things. First of all, I will give a brief introduction of the new collection features, and then I will show you the timeline with the milestone in this release plan, which is the most important thing. And then I will talk about the iteration plan after the release, because we all know in the agile product development, the release is always not the end. And after that, I will talk about the future plan. And after I presented all these following points, feel free to give us every feedbacks, or feel free to ask questions. All of your questions would be very helpful for us to make the release plan make sense for everybody. So first of all, Airbnb gonna to release two collection feature. One is targeted to the family, the other is targeted to work people. So in the family category, the customer would find the rentals which provide cribs, bunk beds, and spacious backyards, which are some good features for a big family in traveling. And for the work feature, and which means the work feature will be targeted to the business people who are doing a business travel. So every home in the work collection is highly rated and offers self-check-in, Wi-Fi, and all the essential you need for a comfortable work trip. So now you have a brief understanding of our our 2 features which we're gonna release in the near term. Then I will talk about the timeline with the milestones for this release plan. So first of all, in terms of website, we're gonna do the UX UI design first, and then at the same time when we do the UX UI design, we will do the development of the web application, and at the same time we will implement the API. And after we release the website to the public, we can do the analytics, we can gather the customers' reviews, and then we can make a plan of the next iteration. And secondly, in terms of the mobile product, it is kind of very similar to the web application. First of all, we're gonna focus on the UX UI design, and then we will develop the mobile application in the iOS system and Android system. And as you probably notice in this chart, the iOS application development is always a little bit earlier than the web application development, because based on our research, there are the majority of the customer who use the mobile application more than the web application. So you can see in this chart, the mobile application of the iOS system will be released much earlier than the web application. And the same with the web application. After we release the mobile application to the public, we're gonna gather users' feedbacks and make a plan of the next design iteration. And thirdly, in terms of marketing plan, so before we release the product to the public, we're gonna do the marketing analysis, the SEO plan, and the marketing strategy. And after we release our product to the public, we will do the usage analysis, and we would do the marketing strategy review, and finally, the marketing team need to do the performance management. However, as you guys know, the release is not the end. It's kind of the beginning of the next release iteration. So our iteration plan would be focused on 5 points. So first of all, we have more features in the collection needed to be designed, developed, and tested. And secondly, the marketing team need to come up with the marketing strategy which is consistent with our current 2 product release feature. Thirdly, the design and engineer team should work together to collect users' reviews and feedbacks for the release 2 product features. And after the user review, the user requirements should be defined and discussed across different teams. And finally, a new release plan should be resolved after the refinement of user requirement. And then I will give you a brief introduction of the future collections. The first one is the honeymoon and the wedding, dinner party, of one of a kind, group gateway, and social stays. So you can see we have more fascinating feature that we're gonna release in the next design iteration or the next following design iteration to the public. And the reason why we want to put this 6th feature in the next design iteration is that we want to publish the work and family as the most important feature first, and then if we can get some feedbacks from these 2 common features, we probably can improve our ability to publish other 6 more fascinating, more unique feature collections. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. And that is the end of the Airbnb collection feature release plan. Thanks for everybody attending this meeting. I appreciate a lot.